Hello, I am Drag, and in this video, I would like to talk about my weight loss RP. I'm calling it an RP because I did not want to type in my weight loss journey because I thought that would be a boring title. But I don't know what I'm gonna call this. Like I might. You know what? No. It's gonna be weight loss RP. Okay, so in this picture, I am drawing a character that belongs to another YouTuber whose name is Michelle McDaniel. She is a cosplay channel that talks about fitness from time to time. And it was actually because of her channel that I kind of inspired me to lose weight. And well, okay. So this character that I'm drawing right now, that's in this picture with Yu, my sexy mom fairy. The one that's in this picture, her name is Madeline G, and she is a killer puppet clown. And when I saw Michelle like cosplaying as this character, I'm like, okay, I really need to draw this character, just because, it's like Halloween and whatnot. So I sketched this out like almost the second after I saw that video, and then I started drawing it like almost 2 months later because I wasn't sure how to color it, but I did. I finally did. But Michelle, like what she talks about in her videos, it was like it's mainly like how it's fitness stuff, like it's stuff that's like it's intro level fitness stuff, but like it's easy to absorb fitness stuff. And when I was actually looking, like, because I wanted to like lose weight, I'll go into that later, but I was looking, and like all these other channels, or at least the ones that I was coming across, like they were going like too far into the technical side of it, and I do not do well. Like when you're starting out, like the last thing you want is like all the technical stuff, just because like your brain is going to immediately like just like tune it out, just because like I went into this like with the whole cell shading thing in another video. I don't remember what that video was, but I explained it in that one. Like, So it was because it was kind of because of Michelle, or at least because of her videos, like how like their entertainment value, like I could like constantly go back to them and like watch them. Like it was because of that. Well, I mean, it was a contributing factor. I mean, up until that point, I'd already wanted to lose weight because okay. So I'll just like go in depth with it, or at least I'll give you the gist of it. So growing up, what my mother would do, like if we like, well, I guess it was really just me, but like if I ever started putting on weight, she would like sort of like joke around, like saying, "Oh yeah, like you're gonna look like your grandfather pretty soon." And my grandfather is a very heavy-set man. He has like the beer belly, like the whole shebang bang. This thing with like this sort of teasing, it would always like really mess with my psyche. I don't know why, but I always kind of had a problem with weight growing up. It's not even that I was like a fat kid, like I was a fat baby. And then like around middle school, like I started taking no, it was elementary school. Elementary school, going into middle school, I started like taking martial arts. And so like because of that like new fitness life, I had kind of like not stop, like gaining weight, or at least like I remained relatively the same size. I believe it was at the start of my it was like halfway through my freshman year. Like I was like, all right, we're moving to the other side of the country, and I was like, what? And yeah, so like other side of the country. But the thing is, I could not actually enroll in any schools for like multiple reasons. Like the two big ones was we hadn't found a place to live. So, and if I had like enrolled in an actual school like that late into the year, like I would just have to start the whole school year over again, because like credits wouldn't transfer or whatever. So all I would really do was just like sit around and eat food. And like it's not even that it was like fattening food. It was just like food, like regular food, like fruits, vegetables, pistachios. And at the start of that year, like they would give us the start of my sophomore year, they would give us like our IDs, and I was like, oh, like, do I really look like that? Like, I didn't realize just like how big I had gotten. So, I mean, I actually did lose that weight because I had to walk to and from school every day, which was like 2 miles. And then on top of that, I would walk like 4 miles from my house to my martial arts class. So that was like 8 miles every day. I was like, yeah, so I did actually lose that like pretty fast. But like what sort of made me want to like, so after like, you know, graduating high school, like I wasn't walking to school because like why would I? Like I have a car now. And it wasn't really until this year I had moved upstate for family reasons, and I didn't leave the house because I hate cities, and I wasn't about to leave that house because that, I mean, the house was already bad enough, but like, so just imagine what it was like outside. Like, no. So all I was really doing was like, you know, just sitting inside. There was a treadmill that I used every once in a while, but it wasn't really anything like substantial. Like I would just like walk like maybe once every 2 weeks. Like, you know, I get those sprints in because, you know, you got to sprint sometimes on the treadmill, get that heart rate going. But that's not really, that wasn't, it was going there that like sort of led to my problem, and I was actually trying to eat healthier like when I moved up there. But it was actually like, so there were 2 key things that sort of like were my quote unquote wake up call. And that was the one, actually no, I think they all happened within the same week. So we went skydiving, and my jumping partner was like, because they had to weigh us for was it safety purposes, like to make sure that we weren't like, I think like the weight cap was like 275, and my jumping partner was like, my guess is that you're 210. And up until that point, like I knew that I was like, you know, at least over 200 because the last time up until that point that I had weighed myself was like 6 months prior to that. 6 or 8 months. I believe it was 8 months. And I was at like 190. And I was like, okay. Yeah, I mean, I know I weigh more than 200. Like, I don't know, like 210. And when the scale like registered me, it was like, oh, it's 217. I'm like, oh crap. Like 217. I was like, oh, okay. That's there. And that was kind of like, it was like, okay, I have something to work on now. It was like, I don't like that. I'm 6'1", by the way. I'm 6'1". So like as far as the BMI is concerned, I think I am, like, I would be considered overweight, but it doesn't show because of my frame. But that's not really the point. So after that, I was like, oh, okay. So like, yeah, we went skydiving. It was fun. But then, I believe later that week, I went to a pool party, and the hostess, she was like, oh, wow, like, Drag, you're filling out nicely. Like, I can see, like, in your chest area. I'm like, oh, God. Like, I haven't been working out I did not say this to her. I did not say that to her. I was like, this is what I was thinking to myself. I'm like, oh, God, I haven't been working out my chest. I'm like, oh, God, I'm getting fat. I am fat. And like, this was only reinforced later. Later that week, we went to see a show, and then after that show, we all like went to a restaurant to discuss like what we liked about the show, like everything that happened in the show. And somebody else was like, oh yeah, Drag, they were saying that you were like filling out nicely. Like, yeah, I can see it. Like, it's like in your chest area. I'm like, oh God. I squeezed my man boobs. I'm like, oh no, I'm getting fat. So that was kind of what made me like sort of want to lose that, weirdly enough. And I know how some people are gonna be like they're complimenting you though. And yeah, they were. But I guess it was like knowing that I hadn't been doing anything. So it was probably just my weird brain, like flipping it around because, like, you know, the whole upbringing and whatnot. I've always kind of had a weird relationship with food. I like eating food. Like, after I actually started counting my calories, I had like 2 M&Ms because I hadn't had M&Ms for like the longest time. I had 2 M&Ms and they were like the best thing that I've ever had. It was weird. I'm not gonna lie, it was really weird how good these M&Ms were. And it's just because like I hadn't had any M&Ms for so long. After that point, like after I had moved back back south, I started like, you know, counting my calories, like because I had a weird relationship with food, and like I get like really anxious about things. For the first day, I could not like I believe it was for like the first 3 hours of the day. Like I was afraid to write anything down in this food journal, which is not good because like you need to eat, and I just could not eat for like the first 3 hours of this day. And then I was like talking with an art friend about it, and I turned this week into a test. I mean that week into a test week, like just to see what I was eating. You know, like just to get the general vibe of how many calories I was normally ingesting. And I actually found out that I was ingesting not as many as I thought I was, but maybe like that was just because I was aware of it. So like, you know, naturally like measuring things is going to change the result. So that happened, and after I turned it into a test week, it was actually much easier to like eat, you know, because I was like, okay, well, yeah, I'm just doing it to get a gauge. After that week turned into a month. Then like the next thing I know, I'm like weighing myself, and I'm like, oh, I am 10 pounds lighter. Like I'm only at 207, which is what I wanted. And I knew that I was going. Oh God, I sound so big-headed right now. I knew that I was going to lose weight because I was eating less calories and doing some other changes. But seeing that, like actually seeing it, it was a completely different. I don't know really how I felt. Like in that moment that I saw it, I saw it, and I'm like, wow, it's only been a month. It's only been a month. Like 10 pounds in a month. I don't know if that's healthy or not. I assume that it's not. No. I think you can lose up to like 4 pounds in a week, like healthily. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. But yeah, like it was a pleasant experience. I'll say that. It was a pleasant experience. And it's just like what Michelle was saying in her videos. Like she was saying not to like go too hard too fast, because like I already wasn't going to, because that's actually why I was turned off of exercise for so long, was because I was thrown into some situations where like I was doing all of it, like I think it was like at least 100 pounds, and like my body just wasn't ready for it. And I didn't. Thank God it didn't damage myself like beyond repair, but like I felt it the next day and the ensuing weeks. So I already knew that I was like, yeah, like you're gonna start slow. I've heard stories where like people have gotten like completely ripped, like, and they were like sticking to like these like 10-15 pound weights. How? I'm like, yeah, you just gradually increase. And so that's what I've been doing, like just like gradually increasing it, because well, like first you build up that what's the endurance for it, like it's not overwhelming. Thank you for watching and hopefully listening to this video, and yeah, bye.